Radical.
Ooh, that was sloppy. The 49ers Cowboys game, I watched the end of it, and on both teams, it was pretty sloppy. There were many times the 49ers could have put the Cowboys away. They had a good lead on the Cowboys. There was an interception. Their guy, Jimmy G, just can't really be trusted, and I think that's why they had a lot of running plays they had dialed up. And they're a great running team. That coach really, he does his part. The 49ers are a great running team. I don't trust in Jimmy G. I just don't. Not saying he can't be the guy to actually get you to a Super Bowl. I mean, he went to a Super Bowl before. I don't trust in Jimmy G. I don't. He's not nearly as good as Dak Prescott. But in that game, Dak Prescott was a little bit better than Jimmy G. Just a little bit better. Dak Prescott is highly overrated. I think I see that. I think he's highly overpaid. I think most people see that now. He's just not the guy. He's not the guy. The Cowboys, a lot of people thought they were going to the Super Bowl this year. They had a team with a whole lot of weapons. But the thing is, the Cowboys, they're just not it. They're not going anywhere. They need a lot of changes. I mean, you can even keep Dak in there. Maybe they might get lucky if they had a better coach and better play calls. The 49ers could have put this thing away. Okay? What led to this was the 49ers had a fourth in inches. But there was a mistake. There was a flag, penalty, turnover. So the Cowboys get the ball with, I think, about 40-some seconds left. They made the most of it. Dak actually had some good passes, good short passes. I think they had about maybe 30, 35 yards in about, 20-some seconds. Okay, so there were easy passes, but to the corners, right? The 49ers, to my knowledge, are weak on the corners, okay? But let me tell you, there was a play Dak did that a lot of people were looking at, and they're scratching their head. I scratched my head because I didn't understand the thought process. He had about 15 seconds left. They had no more timeouts. Time was running down. What's the only way to stop a clock? The only way to stop a clock is to get the ball to somebody, either a passing play, running play, have them go to the corners and out of bounds. That stops the clock. The only way. Now, what's going to happen is, if you go towards the middle, which Dak did, you're going to be able to get maybe a good bit of yards up the middle, but the more you run, unless you're a freaking gazelle, the more you run, you're going to tick those seconds away. And the 49ers know that. That's why they eventually, up their defense on the corners. That's a flaw that they have, because I'm like, why aren't you just pressing the corners at the beginning of the play? Maybe they didn't have maybe they thought the game was already over and we don't need to press the corners or whatever. But Dak Prescott ran up the middle, and he had about maybe 5 or 6 seconds left when he slid down. Started out 14, 15 seconds. And that run takes some time. Now, he went into a slide, and then I think a defender maybe you're going to go into a slide. Defender, I think, fell on top of him. So, you have a defender that, is on top of you. Then you have to get away from the defender. Then you have to get the football. Dak Prescott's getting paid $40 million this year. I know something Dak does not know. You have to get that football to the official before the play can start again, because the official spots the ball. He got the ball to his center. That doesn't work. So then the referee, the official, runs down and tries to get the ball. The referee's running really fast. A lot of Cowboys fans are blaming the referees, and maybe there's a couple questionable calls. They had 14 penalties in this game. I didn't see the whole game, so maybe there's some questionable calls. But it's hilarious that the Cowboys fans are blaming the referees for this. No, this falls on the coaching. This calls on the play calling. Whoever's bright idea it was to have that run play at the end of the game, that's who you blame. And Dak Prescott, he's getting paid $40 million, and he apparently doesn't know the rules. This is funny. It's funny. I'll leave a link down below. I'll try to find a link if you want to, check this out. It's pretty funny because at the end of the game, you see the referee trying to do his best to get to the ball, but there's a whole line of guys in between the referee and the ball. It's almost like the Cowboys. It's funny. They built a wall to keep the referee from getting the ball from Dak to actually spot it. And then the funniest part, and they're playing in the Cowboys Stadium, the funniest part was there was so much confusion, and then the referee's like, that's it, the game's over. It's just comical the way he said it, like, okay, that's all, folks.